What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about game week 31 of the Premier League results of the weekend that just obviously went by. And I know too, guys, part of the other segment of the video too is going to be the Champions League predictions. Like I said, I don't do the predictions anymore for people who are just new or just in general that will come back to the channel and be thinking, why am I not showing like the predictions I made? But obviously, I'm just done with that type of video idea for this season. I don't know if it'll come back next season. Most likely, I don't think it will. I think the results are just more better in terms of it's more quicker predictions. There's just it doesn't really do anything, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, I will do the Champions League. Obviously, it's the quarterfinals for the Champions League, which is currently today as I'm making this video. So I want to get this video quickly done. So pretty much yeah, let's just get into it. So we'll start with Everton against Arsenal. I did watch this game. I got up in the morning, obviously, just to see Arsenal, if they haven't got any hope in this Premier League title, because for me, I think it's 90% done. It's just when Liverpool are confirmed Premier League champions. But yeah, the game was just shit. It was boring. Obviously, there was a... Actually, no, I'll break down the goals. I'll break down the goals. So the first goal for Trossard, it was a mess up from Idrissa Gueye and Tarkowski. I might be butchering his name. Hopefully I'm not. Obviously it was a bit of there wasn't good communication from them too. Idrissa Gueye heads the ball back to Tarkowski, and obviously he leaves the ball out, and then Trossard gets onto the ball, runs onto it, runs inside the box, takes on his left. Beautiful shot from him. I'm gonna lie to you, it was a good goal from Arsenal. Listen, Arsenal fans already know about their attacking output. They want more goals from the attackers, more assists, and you could say GA if you want to call it. But yeah, fair play to him. Got the goal. Sterling obviously got onto it too. I forgot. Yeah, Sterling was the one that actually ran off with it, then passed it to Trossard. Then you probably thought, oh, yeah, Arsenal cruise control, if you want to say it. They were controlling the ball around, just keeping possession, tried to get Everton to obviously come towards them, and then really nothing happened in the first half. Second half, straight away, Jordan Pickford kicks the ball up 3 times into the air, does long balls FC, if you want to call it, some other dice type of style, Tony Pulis type of style. And then obviously Saliba kind of does the first one was really bad from Saliba. I don't know what he was doing, let the ball bounce. And then KVR was doing the exact same thing. But then obviously the ball goes back to Everton, and then Jordan Pickford has a second goal back high, and then he basically gives it to Harrison, and then Harrison's getting pulled down by Martin Lewis Skelly. Personally, I don't think he was a penalty. I think he was a 50-50. I think it was coming together. I could see why it was given, but I could see why people say it's not a penalty. Personally, I don't think it is a penalty. I'll be honest with you. You know my opinion on referees. And by the way, I'll get into these Arsenal fans later, because these Arsenal fans are pissing me off when it comes to the title race and stuff. But I'll get into that later. But let's just concentrate on this game. The referees are shit. I've already said about the Liverpool game. You got to win your games. Don't rely on referees. The referees are there to live by the rules and the law of the game. They're the ones that pour it on the pitch, and they're alone who should be given the right things. But we know about the Premier League referees and how shit they are destroying the entire season. They don't know how to use VR. They don't know what offside and onside is anymore, handballs or just fouls in play anymore. But pretty much 1-1, a game that won't be remembered. I said it already, even if Arsenal won, personally, I don't think it does anything, but it is what it is. They got more important things, some bigger fish to fry, if you want to call it right now, when it comes to the Champions League, and I'll get into that there. So yeah, 1-1, and that's it. Crystal Palace against Brighton. Fair play to Crystal Palace. Brighton have been a bit of a bogey patch right now. Same with Crystal Palace actually have a reverse of that way. They were having a bad form, and then they started clicking together. It's good to see Mateta back for them. Obviously, had that really bad injury that with the Millwall play and stuff. So yeah, fair play to him. Brilliant shot from him. Again, nothing much to say. Fantastic in terms of the goals. And by the red cards, it was actually a good game in terms of the spectacle of it, if you want to say, like the amount of drama was around it and stuff. But yeah, nothing much to say, yeah. And fair play to Crystal Palace. And so too good to go down. You got players like Eze, Mateta, and they've even got some more, Gueye, sorry. That's a Colombia right back. I actually think he's kind of underrated. That Colombia right back. I think it's Nunez or Nunez, whatever his name. I can't remember. Something with a Z, something at the end. I can't remember. But he's a good player. Let's say it like that. But yeah, fair play. Nothing much to say. Ipswich against Wolves. I can't lie to you. I was looking at this result because I was like the relegation zone, obviously. Honest to God, I was actually. I know people think I'm trying it, but I actually was looking at this result. Honest to God, it was because I was like, you know what? This for me is probably the worst relegation teams I'll probably fought. Like of being promoted and then came up. But obviously it was a bit of a scare with Wolves. Currently when they were winning, Ipswich, they were 6 points behind. Obviously Wolves at the time, and then Wolves was obviously losing at the time. But if Wolves were winning, they'll be 12 points ahead of Ipswich, which now they are because they beat fair play to Wolves. Sure, they bottle, if you want to say. No squeaky bum time for them. Fair play to them. Nothing much to say on that side of it. What else is there to say about the game? Nothing much, and pretty much, yeah, fair play to Wolves. And I said it, Ipswich and Leicester and Southampton have already been confirmed relegation. So yeah, nothing much to say on that side. Yeah, it's pretty much done. West Ham against Bournemouth. Obviously, Graham Paul of Bournemouth. Iola, is he? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not overrating him. I think he's a good manager. We find out what Bournemouth have done. This is the highest they've been in a long time. So he's still a good manager. I still rate him. Plays really good football. Got some good players in. Yeah, pretty much. Nothing much to say. It's an equal game, equal draw. Yeah, nothing much to say. Fair play to Bournemouth. Fair play to West Ham. And nothing much to say on that side. Aston Villa against Nottingham Forest. This now was a big game. For me, this is probably the actual second biggest game of the weekend, personally. Actually, no. I'll say second. My personal opinion. The reason why I say second, because this is actually a massive game. Nottingham Forest could have gained, they could have been behind 1 point behind Arsenal if they won the game. Let alone they didn't obviously fight for top 4. Then Aston Villa, they're 48 points now. So they're starting to climb up into the European spots in terms of competing to that top 5 spot. So that's why I'm saying this game was actually massive. Listen, fair play to Aston Villa. I was saying it in early January with the new year and all this other stuff, saying that Aston Villa's results are being on the radar. And fair play to him, Una Emery. He's turned it around. Rashford, Asensio, Disasi. There's one more name if I remember right. I might have just obviously forgotten. But listen, Morgan Rogers, what a player he is. Fantastic player. A ball carrier, number 10, fantastic. I could see him, honestly, I know people might think I'm trying crap. I could see him being good at Man City or Chelsea. I think Chelsea and Man City type of teams that are going for him. I could see him at Chelsea or Man City. Them two teams. Was the Chelsea academy player. But yeah, nothing much to say. I don't want to waffle on. But yeah, I don't keep you guys to you because I obviously do need to talk about the Champions League games. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. Fair play to Aston Villa and yeah, big game for them to win. There was a massive game to win in this game. So fair play to them and nothing much to say. But Nottingham Forest, I think they still get top 4 or top 5 if you want to. I'll just say top 5 now because it is top 5. Yeah, I think they'll get top 5 still. Yeah, so I think they'll still get top 5. So obviously the second day of game week 31, Brentford against Chelsea. Obviously I didn't watch this game. Obviously Liverpool were playing at the same time at 2 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard Chelsea missed a lot of chances. Chelsea have a good record against Brentford. That's like I think that's probably their biggest bogey team, if you want to say. What is it to say? I think Chelsea balled it, if I'm being honest with you, because in actually, I don't know. Is it hard? They probably with Enzo Maresca. I've heard like with the stuff with Leicester fans saying he doesn't do well when it comes to the end of the season, but again, missed points from Chelsea. If you look at Man City drop points, Nottingham Forest drop points, Arsenal even drop points. Just in case I'm saying, as in, just for the factor that Chelsea could have got into this European spot. Newcastle, obviously I'll get into their game later, but I want to talk about it. I'll get into their game later. But yeah, it's the fact that teams are coming in behind now and really scaring Chelsea with even even like Aston Villa I just mentioned. So there's new teams coming into it. I think Chelsea kind of did bottle it in a way to get into top 4, even top 5, because they were second at one point, guys. Chelsea was second and third. So this is not a good result for them in terms of trying to gain 3 points ahead of the top 5 contenders they're against. But pretty much, again, Chelsea need a striker. If they can get Gyökeres in, if they can get Victor Osimhen in, for them, that'll be probably a good attacking striker. Just looking for a striker. Number 9, that's it. And that, for me, they've never replaced Drogba or Diego Costa, who are brilliant players. So yeah, nothing much to say. Is it a good result? Because end of the day, Chelsea do have a good record against Brentford. Probably is. I'm not a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fans will feel probably more upset than me. But yeah, as I look as a neutral, probably an okay result for them. But yeah, they do need to pick up points towards the end. Fulham against Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool were unbeaten in 26 games. Listen, I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. I was watching this game. Let me just obviously go with the first goal. McAllister, brilliant goal from him. He took it down so well. Obviously got the tackle in and then was a fantastic finish from him. Then the Liverpool controlled the game down a bit. It looked a bit like those typical games that Liverpool probably get the second against finish, because Fulham looked a bit out of shape in a way. Obviously, I did hear that there should have been a penalty, if I'm being honest with you. I think it was a penalty. I think Fulham should have had a penalty, and Van Dijk potentially could have had 2 yellow cards in the game, because in the first one, he did do something with the play. I seen it again. And obviously, I'll get into the second incident later. But yeah, again, that was already danger signs from the early game. Like I said, guys, I didn't see that. Honestly, I didn't see that. Then obviously, the Fulham goal, shit. It was a shit goal. I'm not going to lie to you. A stupid play from Kanai and Curtis Jones. For me, guys, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Van Dijk and Kanai pissed me off in the game. The whole entire defense pissed me off. It was just stupid bozo moments again. Just like the Everton game, Van Dijk has done it 2 games in a row. You could even possibly said the PSG and thinking it looked a bit, sometimes a bit arrogant, really arrogant. And I don't know what it is. By the way, that's not just Van Dijk. That's just a tight defense. But it's this. There does need to be something on. Like the first goal, I was saying it. There was I think it was a Berg. He was running through, and I'm like, someone needs to go out to him. No one's all going out to him. They just let him go. The ball comes in. Ryan says, by the way, I'm not trying to be an arsehole, but this guy is a pile of shit of a player. And we make these shit players for some reason. Liverpool do this, where they've not scored in months or not scored in time, but somehow they score against us. And I said it, Liverpool are Charity FC, we're Robin Hood FC. We make these shit players for some reason score against us. Obviously, he gets the goal. Fair credit to him. He sees the right time and opportunity, and he gets the goal. Then the second goal, you're thinking that, okay, we got what we conceded. Then Robertson plays a stupid ass pass for some reason to Kanai, and then Kanai blocks it, and then it's just all of a mess. The ball goes in the sky, and then flick him. I don't know what happens. Kanai headers it, and then Robertson deflects it. I don't even flick it. No, it was just shit again. It was like, honest to God, it was like 13-year-old schoolboy type of defending, like just shit play from us. And then the third goal, Muniz, fantastic play from him, does Van Dijk dirty, and Van Dijk again just getting nudged off really easily, then claiming the foul. And I did not like it. You're a flicking 6'4" giant. You're a big guy in the day, and this Brazilian, I'm sorry, this B-Tech Ronaldo is just, you're doing this shit to you. And again, Beto did the exact same thing to him. You're making these dead-ass strikers for some reason look good against you, where I've seen you defend against actual 300 times better players this season. You did really well against them, but again, it's just a bit of arrogance, and we've already won the title, we've won the beach and all this stuff, and it pisses me off as a Liverpool fan just seeing it. And again, obviously, second game, Arnie Slot changed up. I thought we played better. In the second half. We obviously bring on Conor Bradley on, and bring in Luis Diaz on, and Chiesa, and I can't remember what the other two was. I think who were the two? Who the hell were the other two? I can't remember what the other two was. I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember anyway. But it was just too late anyway. The Diaz goal was a good goal for me. I think Diaz came on, and for me, he was probably man match him and Conor Bradley. You can see when Conor Bradley came on, Salah had more of a better role in terms of having more space to work with. But yeah, pretty much, it is a loss. Fair credit to Fulham, they deserve it. It's our fault. I'm not going to be sorry. I think we did give their goals, if I'm being honest with you. We just played shit on another day. If this was a better team, probably could have slapped us 5-0 and they deservingly we would have had it because we were arrogant in this game. But yeah, Van Dijk and Salah, even now, I'll even say Salah and even Sabosala and McAllister, ground which these players do need to step up. They do need to step up. Obviously, Alisson comes back and obviously we'll see what happens with Trent with the stuff that is obviously going on with him. But yeah, pretty much nothing much to say. Fair play to Fulham and they deserve it. Nothing much to say. Spurs against Southampton. Again, I'm not going to much to say talk about this game. Fair credit to Spurs. They won. Nothing much to say. Ange has a Europa League spot. Europa League, sorry. That's it. Nothing much to say. Yeah. Manchester United against Manchester City. The Manchester derby. I'll be honest with you, this game was boring. It was shit. It was crap. I'm not going to lie to you. It was crap. Nothing much to say again. Best chance was Man City's Foden. Mamouche took a fantastic shot. Man United. What is there to say? Nothing to say, if I'm being honest with you. It was a crap game. I think a draw is a fair result on the basis. It's kind of sad in a way because, not sad for me, obviously, because I hate both of these teams, but it wasn't sad actually. Why am I saying it's sad? It was shit. It's sad. Why am I saying sad? It was shit, honestly. I just watched this game. I was almost falling asleep, but I was kind of actually looking forward to it because obviously for me, I can just chill now and all that stuff. My team did lose. I was pissed off because I don't like losing still. But yeah, I wanted to chill and have my feet up and just say, this game was boring and nothing came from it. That's much it. Nothing else to say. Leicester against Newcastle. I'm not going to talk much about this game. Leicester got obviously through Van Nistelrooy. Probably just get sacked if I'm being honest with you. 8 losses in a row. Newcastle, Jacob Murphy. I've said it again. Even Newcastle fans, I said it. For me, he's been underrated. Got the assist in the Carabao Cup final. He's been an unsung hero this season. For me, he's been underrated. He's even potentially could even be in the team of the season bench, if you want to say, because he's been that good. Fair play. Nothing much to say. Obviously, Harvey Barnes scored against his former team. Leicester, for me, are just relegated. Nothing much to say. That's why I'm not going to mention anything. Nothing else to say or basis. Good points for obviously Newcastle, like I was saying. They got an extra game as well. This was, obviously, they had 2 games on. Now, this is the game in hand that they played. Now, they got 1 more game in hand over Man City, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Brighton, and Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, and obviously, I don't know who the other ones are. But yeah. But the top 5 race seems like it's going to be good because for me, obviously, the title race is done. But yeah, top 5 race most likely is looking good. And that's pretty much it. We'll move on to the Champions League segment, guys. And I don't want to keep you guys for too long, so I want to get that quickly done. So here's the Champions League part of the segment, guys. Champions League quarterfinals. Obviously, I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. I'm pissed that we're knocked out. I can't lie to you. I'm sad that I can't talk about Liverpool, but in the day, Paris Saint-Germain, fair credit to them. If they go win it, honest to God, I actually want Paris Saint-Germain or Aston Villa, whoever wins it. All the other ones can basically do one. Actually, I don't mind Dortmund winning it or Inter Milan, but yeah, all the other ones can do one. What is it to say, if I'm being honest with you? Yeah, let's just start with the first game, the biggest game probably of all of them. If not, yeah, the probably most talked about one. So Arsenal against Real Madrid. Obviously, Arsenal have had a disappointing season in terms of the Premier League season. But Champions League, listen, there have been Champions League shocks. I can name some. Man United against Bayern Munich, when Man United did the 2 goals comeback against Bayern Munich in 1999 to get the treble season. Liverpool, twice, I've seen it. Well, not seen it. Well, obviously not seen it, but I've seen one. The AC Milan one, possibly the greatest assembled team of all time. And we beat them on penalties, did a 3-0 comeback, and we were 3-0 down. Barcelona, second aggregate of the game. We were 4-0 down. No, sorry, 3-0 down, sorry. And we did a 4-0 comeback. No one expected it. People said we were out. And then you look at the Paris Saint-Germain game against Barcelona. Barcelona scored 7 goals to go through the quarterfinals. Real Madrid against Manchester City. There were 2 goals they needed in the last, literally in the 90th minute in the game. Rodrigo comes on and becomes the superhero and the cult hero, if you want to call it, for Real Madrid fans. And they've gone to win the Champions League against Liverpool. So there's been so many moments in the Champions League. So knockout games, every goal that matters, no matter what. Even if it's on goal, it's a shit goal, it's a header, this and that, doesn't really matter. I'll be honest with you. I think Real Madrid win this game 3-0. I'm not going to have a dramatic. I don't think I'm going to do anything over dramatic. I'm not going to be thinking. I think Real Madrid win this game 3-0. Or if not, 2-0. I'm not going to do this shit where I've seen drivers say 6-0, 7-0, 5-0. I'm going to go simple as 3-0. Or even 2. Listen, okay. I'm going to give you three results that I think. First, I'll go with the strongest one that I think is going to happen. I 3-0, 2-1, or I'll say 3-1. That's in order for me. But the one I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with the 3-0 win for Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid win this game 3-0. Listen, Arsenal have gone to attackers. Moreno, come on. Obviously, Gabriel's out. Got to mention that. But again, nothing much to say, if I'm being honest with you. I don't keep you guys too long, and I keep it dramatic. Yeah, I'm just going to go 3-0. And pretty much, I think Real Madrid are going to win this tie. I just see it already. Real Madrid are black magic, man. And Flicky, look how they beat Atletico Madrid, for flick's sake. They didn't even deserve to get through against Real Madrid, flicking Atletico, but they still did. Somehow they did. But yeah, I'm just going to go 3-0. It's going to be boring. I can't lie to you. I know people looking hyped at this game. I think Arsenal going to get battered. Yeah, so I'm going to go 3-0. Bayern Munich against Inter Milan. Again, I think this is actually, for me, this was more interesting because I think Inter Milan are going to actually beat Bayern Munich. I think Inter Milan, I said it, I think Inter Milan, for me, are the dark horses. I said it to my sister that I think I'm actually really, I was, obviously, when Liverpool were in it, I said I was really worried about Inter Milan because against low block teams, against a defensive unit team, we kind of struggle against already as it is. We deal with quality they either have with Konahanglu and all, and Taram and all these lot, and Bastoni. It's more flicking scarce, if you want to say, is that. Mostly Bayern Munich do have players that can cause flicking trouble. Musiala, Harry Kane, Joshua Kimmich, Leroy Sané. They've got players that can obviously cause trouble for any big team out there. But I think Bayern are going to lose this game, if I'm being honest with you. I think they're going to lose this game 2-0. Actually, you know what? I change it. Not 2-0. I think 1-0. I think you can win this game 1-0. And then obviously we'll see what happens at the San Siro. But yeah, I'm going to go with 1-0 for Inter Milan for this game. And yeah, hopefully Inter, they do it. Because I don't want Bayern Munich to overtake us in the Champions League numbers of titles that they want. So yeah, I hope Inter do it. Now, the second day of the round 16 quarterfinals, sorry, if I'm going to say round 16 quarterfinals of the Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain against Aston Villa. Obviously, Aston Villa have not been in the Champions League in flicking 30 years since 1980s. So this is a big moment for them. But the first leg is at the Paris Saint-Germain Stadium. Obviously, as a little fan, I know how hard it is playing on that ground. We got flicking a Jamaians win out their ground. But I'm going to be straight honest with you. For me, Paris Saint-Germain are going to win this game. I want to do... listen, I would love Aston Villa winning it. It kind of would be sick if Aston Villa won it. But personally, I think PSG are just going to do it. Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, that endorsed them. There's some Cameroonian young wonder kid that they've got. Looks like a baller. Donnarumma's ass. I'm not going to mention him. He's ass. But look at the midfield. At Neves. They've got Vitinha. They've got who's that other one? They got even one more. Fabian Ruiz. Flicking baller midfield. That is literally technical ability. Midfield got 3 ballers that can do everything. And that's why Liverpool lost by because of that midfield. But yeah, pretty much I'm going to go with I'm going to say 3-1 win for Paris Saint-Germain. I think Paris Saint-Germain win this game by 3-1. I think Aston Villa probably get a goal. But I think it'll be too late for them. And then obviously we'll see what happens at the Aston Villa ground. But yeah. Listen, Aston Villa do it. Honest to God, that would be sick, man. That would be wicked. But just for the underdog type of thing, like the underdog against everyone. I would love it, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Paris Saint-Germain win. Listen, Asensio against a team that is currently loaned on, so we'll wait to see what happens. And Rashford, the guy who basically was the reason why PSG got knocked out and Man United beat him. I remember that game when Buffon made the mistake. But we'll wait to see. Obviously, we'll wait to see. Barcelona against Borussia Dortmund. So I'm gonna be strapping honest with you. I'm not gonna talk much. I think Barcelona win this game. Flicking Barcelona are looking good. Obviously you got your man, currently Ballon d'Or favourite with the Rafinha, Ballon d'Or favourites. The actual favourites to win the Champions League and be in the final of the Champions League. I think them and Liverpool are actually us two were the favourites. Obviously now the favourites Liverpool did get knocked out. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna do if I think Barcelona win this game. Again, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go 4-2. I think I'm gonna go 4-2 in this game. I think this game's actually gonna be a really high scoreline game. I've said it, I still don't rate Barcelona defense. I think it's the attack that win the games and the midfield win the games. But yeah, I'm gonna go 4-2 Barcelona. I think Barcelona win this game. Second leg we'll obviously wait to see. But if Dortmund somehow win this game, I want all this Barcelona overratedness bullshit coming out, because I've said it. For me, I think Inter Milan and even Paris Saint-Germain, I think they're better teams if I'm being honest with you. And I think Real Madrid and Barcelona, I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah, I'm gonna go 4-2 for Barcelona. Yeah, nothing much to say. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it from there. Obviously you got the Premier League half and then you got the Champions League half. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. By the way, these Arsenal fans, you lot need to shut the F up in a nice way. They have been crying so much. I know what, I'd probably make a video about it, because this fan base is the most cry baby, I was gonna swear, fan base in any league and any fan base in general. But I'll get that later. Don't want to keep this video too long, guys, as it is right now. But yeah, guys, make sure to share the video out there. Get it out there. Obviously, share it wherever you want to share it with, or just share it on social platforms. Like the video, helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel, helps the channel a lot. Yeah, guys, the gaming video will be coming out too, so don't worry about that. The gaming video is done. It's literally ready to release. But yeah, guys, stay active, stay hungry, and God bless.